Hello, welcome to Fast Friday. It is Friday, May the 20th. We are down in the basement, relaxing, a little warm outside, so we're down here watching along on the IndyCar app right now. Alexander Rossi, we are about halfway through the day, closing in on 3 o'clock. This is just part one of the episode. I want to do kind of a midday talk, and then we'll do a talk at the end talking about everything going on Fast Friday. It's a gorgeous, wonderful day outside. Sun is shining. The problem is the wind. 15 to 20 mile an hour wind gusts, really having a tough time for these guys. TK says these are the toughest conditions he's ever driven at the track, which is amazing with his historical career that he's had. Scott McLaughlin came on and said he didn't really notice it, but then he kind of felt bad, and then he did. And these drivers are absolutely all over the place, with some of them feeling the wind, some of them are not. A gust of wind caught Jimmy Johnson. He scraped the wall. Right now, Alexander Rossi, 231.8. Pato O'Ward, 231.7. Marcus Ericsson, 231.7. TK, 231.2. So even though the conditions suck for TK, he still seems pretty comfortable out there. Scott McLaughlin at 231.2, we just talked about. Newgarden, 231.1. Will Power, 231.1. Paolo, 231.0. Rosenquist, 230.3. Emma Lucas, 229.9. So, as we expected, Andretti and Penske is starting to flex their muscles a little bit to get to the top. The pole speed last year was 231.068, as I can't hold the camera. We're at 231.8 right now, so we'll see tomorrow if these speeds hold for the pole. Right now, it's a good day at the track. The video looks amazing because the sun is coming down. Everything looks crisp and clear. We're in the basement, 7 miles from the track. Again, because no credential, which stinks, but we've got a full day of work. We're monitoring the IndyCar on the app. I highly encourage you to download the app. And I was thinking this might be how I watch the race if I don't come up with some tickets or something. I love it. The IndyCar radio guys are amazing. The telemetry is amazing. My guys are struggling a little bit. Jimmy's only ran a few laps, and Connor Daly is about mid-pack towards the end. So Ed Carpenter Racing really hasn't flexed their muscles yet, so we'll see what they have the rest of the day. There were already teams talking about possibly just shutting down shop and going and calling it a day at 3 o'clock, which is amazing. The wind is that bad. They're so worried about their cars coming a little wide there, coming a little crazy out of the corner, that they are going to possibly be shutting everything down. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully the next few hours is insane. We're going to go check it out. Hopefully you do too, and we will be back later to finish the episode. Okay, Fast Friday is in the books. Now we're on to qualifying. Before we go to qualifying, let's look and see what happened. It was a crazy day, as we talked about earlier, and everybody knows by now. The winds were insane. What ended up happening was a lot of the cars went out for like 2 laps, maybe a 1 lap of qualifying speed, maybe a second one if they could, and then they called it a day, brought the car in, and that was really kind of what you had all day. Alexander Rossi, 231.8 was the front runner most of the day, and then all of a sudden, Takuma Sato, 232.7. He has got that number 51 Dale Coy machine working. It is going to be very, very interesting to see during qualifying if he can continue what he's been doing. He has absolutely been the star of the show so far. In third place, Pato O'Ward, Arrow McLaren, 231.7. Marcus Ericsson, 231.7 as well. Scott Dixon, 231.5. So, and then Pato O'Ward, 231.4. So, it was a really, really, really interesting day. It was a little frustrating because Fast Friday is supposed to be one of those days where they're just, lap after lap after lap. But Ray Hall said it was terrible out there. TK, as we mentioned, said that it was one of the worst days that he's been out there. Rossi said it was really strange and confusing. Sato even came in and said it was kind of white knuckle a little bit. So what a weird day. Fast Friday's in the books. Jimmy Johnson is the only one that had an incident. Kind of slid up and brushed that wall a little bit. But it really seems like it was a scary day out there for those guys. So luckily nothing crazy. Luckily Everyone got through it. Now we're on to qualifying. It's a totally different temperature. Everything's set up different. Excuse me, for qualifying. It is a little bit warmer. There's not much wind. The sun's going to be kind of overcast, and rain is coming. So everything got moved up. Qualifications actually start at 11 o'clock after a couple practice sessions. So it'll be interesting to see who gets it on the pole. I still think Jimmy Johnson and Connor Daly, those are my two picks. Go put money on them. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited. We'll see how qualifying shakes out. But now we get to the kind of meat and the potatoes, right? We've got qualifying, practice, carb day, and then race day. It's going to be great. Can't wait for the next 7 days of Indianapolis 500 coverage. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. We're going to talk tonight about all the qualifying. We're going to talk all about what we know, 13 to 33, and then who is left for the 1 through 12 weird shootout that we get on Sunday. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll talk to you later.